welcome back to Cozy Vlogs. If you're new here, my name is Kristen, and on this channel we do all the cozy things, a lot of cooking, baking, decorating, DIYs and gardening. And today we're back in the cozy garden, and today we're gonna do a full August garden tour. I want to show you how I plan for my fall garden, what I have planted already, or the seedlings that I have started. I'm gonna show you what has changed in the garden, and I'm gonna share my failures and my successes with you. And I'm also gonna take care of some things in the garden that need to be done. But before we do that, we gotta go to the hardware store because I have ordered some mulch. I'm currently standing in my landscaping area, and we need more mulch and this landscape fabric. So let's go to the hardware store before we begin. So I'm currently at the hardware store and I'm waiting for the delivery guy to get my mulch, and I also have to go inside of the hardware store because I have an ant problem in my garden. It's so disgusting, it's so annoying, and I need to fix it really bad. And I'll see what they have inside for that. I'll see you in there. So here's all the mulch we got, and we're gonna go inside the hardware store now. So I have gotten everything from the hardware store that I wanted. I got these kind of things for the ants. The problem that I have with the ants is that they are in my garden bed literally, and I think there are like 2 colonies of them, and they're laying eggs in there, which is kind of a problem for me. Now I don't mind them being in my like landscaping and the bushes and like the lawn, whatever. They can be there, we can coexist there, but I don't want them to be in my raised garden bed where I'm like planting vegetables and stuff. Now I know they don't harm the plants, but it's just disgusting when you're trying to plant something and you have like ants crawling all over you. And I have tried everything with these ants. I've tried like used coffee grounds, I've tried cinnamon, I've tried laying mint there, I've tried digging them out literally and like putting them in a different spot. They just won't leave. And this is why I'm gonna try this kind of like life boxes for them. I'm sorry it had to come to this point, but I don't know what else to do. And the hardware store lady that I talked to, she said that this will probably be the best option. Sorry, some guy, while he was getting out of his parking lot, he almost crashed into my car, so that's why I had to stop for a second. Luckily nothing happened, but what I wanted to say was that I did pick up also these really pretty chrysanthemums. They have such a nice like rusty fall color, and I'm so looking forward to putting them on my front porch. I did like a late summer theme there. I'm gonna transform it into a full fall theme when September 1st hits, but yeah, I'm so happy I got these. For now, that's all at the hardware store, and I can't wait to get back home into the garden and finally get some work done, and I'll see you in the garden. See, this is what I mean. There's so many ants in this bed here. It's just disgusting and it's like it takes the fun away from planting and everything, so I really need to get rid of those. I have tried scooping them out. I've tried like soap and everything, but they will not leave. So I will try this life boxes, and I'm gonna put it here, I think, because I don't want any of this stuff that's in the life boxes to go into my like planting, into this like soil here. That's why I'm gonna position it around here, and I hope that this will help. I really hope, because it's so disgusting. These life boxes that I'm gonna use, I have used them for the inside also when we had the ant problem in our entrance, because the weatherproofing on our door was broken and they kind of found their way inside. So I really hope it will help outside here as well, and I will keep you updated with it. Oh my god, I really hope it will help. But if you have anything else that I haven't tried yet, that's not gonna hurt the plants or any other like bugs, then please let me know. I'm desperate with these ants. So I'm gonna put this landscape fabric down. I'm not gonna weed everything right now because in the fall we're gonna dig up a lot of the raspberries anyway to get rid of like some roots, and probably we will have to do some of the landscaping anyway, like redo it. So I'm just gonna put this landscape fabric down and then the mulch on top, and that should be enough. It has worked really great here. There are like some little plants coming through it, but not a lot. It's way down, maybe like 98% down to what it was before. So I'm just gonna do the lazy way right now, and then in the fall we'll take care of the raspberries. So what I've just realized is that we probably do not have enough landscape fabric to do all of this area today, because I wanted to do the sides as well, but yeah, we just do not have enough landscape fabric because I didn't buy enough. I was kind of contemplating in the store if I should buy 2 or just 1, but I only bought 1, so here we are. But it's okay, I'm just gonna buy more landscape fabric from when we get back from Germany, and then I will be able to finish this landscaping area. But at least we can do kind of this like pathway next to our like water barrels, so that is the most important part right now. I am currently taking a little break in the shadow. It's so hot in the sun when you're working, and the little break is definitely needed. This was just supposed to be like a August garden tour to show you like the changes and do a little bit of harvesting maybe, but this is turning into a full-on garden vlog. But it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. I hope you enjoy it, watching me doing garden work. And yeah, I think I'm gonna take 5 more minutes and then we'll continue with the mulch. This is how the landscaping looks at the moment. As you can see, I got to only about here. However, I think it looks way better than before, than all of these weeds here. Obviously I still have to do kind of the borders here and probably fill out around the hydrangeas again and do this border, but I will do that once I get back from Germany. But as you can see, it's really sunny and it's super hot, so I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna put the blueberries in today as well, or the hydrangea, just because I think they would get a lot of transplanting stress also if I would put them inside the ground right now when there's like full sun. It's super hot. So yeah, I will put those in the ground on Saturday this week. It's in 2 days, but for you it's only gonna be a couple of seconds from now. And I will also do the garden tour then, because right now it's really not enjoyable to be out. It's really toasty and I'm sweating. So we're gonna do the tour on Saturday as well, early in the morning probably, so we will be able to really enjoy the garden and I can show you all the updates. Welcome back. It's Saturday evening / afternoon, late afternoon. And we're not gonna do the garden tour today. I'm gonna postpone it to tomorrow. First of all, because it's super windy, you will not hear me well when I'm talking, and I don't really want to do a voiceover. And second of all, because I do need to rest a little bit more. I just planted two blueberries, and I have doctor's orders to take it easy, because I did go to the hospital on Thursday evening with super bad like stomach cramps or cramps in the abdomen in general. They didn't find out what's wrong. The blood work was fine and everything else was fine, so they didn't really find out what's wrong, but they did give me antibiotics and pain medication, and I do feel better now. Just have to take it easy. But nevertheless, I did want to come outside to the garden because it's really good for my mental health, and there are some things that need to be harvested, and I wanted to use them in our dinner tonight. So I thought it would be really nice if you would come along with me. We would harvest them together. And we are starting off here in the pergola, or in our garden shed, because we do have some ripe tomatoes here. Let me see if I can find some scissors. I honestly love these tomatoes, this variety. It's called Venus Golden, and they're so good. They have such a good taste, like really fruity and a really intense tomato flavor. Let me bring you in. Harvest them. Oop. We got an unripe one, but it can ripen inside. That's fine. We do have a lot of these lemon drop peppers. I love their taste. They have quite a bit of heat, but they have this super beautiful lemony flavor. And also this plant is so prolific. And as you can see, it's putting on even more flowers. And these two are actually jalapeno plants. And oh my god, we're getting jalapenos. I can't believe it. Yay. I have been waiting for them to put on like actual fruit for such a long time. I did grow these from seed as well, so I'm super happy to see that they're finally putting on fruit. So moving on from the pergola to the actual garden. We have quite a bit of cucumbers here. It's perfect. If you harvest your cucumbers when they're at a mature stage really frequently, they will keep producing and you'll have a bigger harvest. Let's harvest some of this radish as well. Let's harvest some of this also for tea. This is chamomile, by the way. I think next year I want to grow definitely a lot more medicinal like herbs and plants in the garden. I also found these snack cucumbers. Let's take some of this lettuce as well, because this is really close to bolting and I don't want it to go that way. This is everything we've got. I think that was a really good harvest, but it's so windy. I'm gonna go inside now and prepare some dinner with it. Welcome back. It's Sunday. It has finally stopped raining. We had a huge thunderstorm last night, including a lot of lightning like throughout the whole night. There was insane winds and super much rain. It was like pouring buckets basically. And I'm so glad that we are finally getting a break from the rain, because it also has rained all morning long. And I was so worried that things in the garden would not withstand the storm, because the winds were like truly crazy. The trees were almost sideways, and I was so worried about the sunflowers, for example, that they would like flop over. But I did go into the garden in the morning even though it was raining, and I checked everything out, and luckily everything has survived. So if you're a gardener yourself, you know the anxiety that comes when storms are going on throughout the night. But I'm so happy that everything's alright, and let's start a garden tour. What better way to start than at the beginning? This is what it currently looks like. We did get this trellis, this arch new. I don't think I had it in the last vlog, so yeah. We did have to kind of reinforce it, because it's not like a super strong arch, but we did reinforce it with these like metal sticks, and it is quite solid now in the ground. I have not chosen anything for this arch. I do want it to like be really ingrown, like super kind of fairy vibe, cottage garden. I was thinking about like roses or wisteria, but let me know down in the comments below what you think I should put here. There's like shade coming from this lilac hedge, but it does get a lot of sun, so let me know what you think, what I should put here. I'm probably not gonna plant anything here this year, but definitely next year. Oh, and by the way, I will put some like small like kind of containers or beds here that I will put the plant, whatever will go here in, just so it has like a nicer ground to grow in, even though our soil is actually really good. But yeah, moving on from the arch, you can see already our hedge has grown a lot. We do have to fill in some more trees at the end there, but this is gonna be a project for next year, since we're gonna redo the whole fence and redo our like entrance to the garden, so we would like come in with the car. If you're new here, then this is where I live basically. Here's our garage, and the garden is like right behind the garage, but we can also enter the garden from this area technically. So if you have like a lot of soil bags or something to drop into the garden or mulch, you can come here in with the car. We have been using our neighbor's entrance. There is a fence there. It's like a wire fence, but you can't see it really well right now. But we're gonna do the whole fence new, and we'll make like a nice entrance there, and probably redo some of those lilac trees as well. But coming further on from like the entrance part, here's my little planting station. These nasturtiums have done so great, and they're not looking too great at the moment, but this is because their flowering time is almost over. They have been in here for quite some time, and as you can see, they're actually producing seed. So I have let these nasturtiums go to seed on purpose because I do want to save it. This variety was so pretty. It's called Out of Africa, and it has this really beautiful like mixed flowers. And going on from there, we have more strawberries coming this way. This is the variety Ostara, and I will definitely buying again this variety next year, or even like try to propagate these baby strawberry plants. So I would have like 2 or 3 more strawberry plants to plant into some baskets next year, because they are perennials. So I'll probably store them in the garage in the winter, just because I don't know how much of -degrees they can take, how winter hardy they are. But this variety has blown my mind. They are producing so much, and just imagine if I had like 2 or 3 more plants this size, we would have so much strawberries. Then coming on from the strawberries, you can see this is like my main gardening area at the moment. This beautiful sunflower, it has a lot of side shoots, so I'm really looking forward to kind of them opening up. I did kind of put this wooden piece here yesterday because I was hoping that maybe it would like support the sunflower a bit with the wind, and I think it helped a little bit actually. But yeah, this is mainly like my flower bed. I have some pansies still growing here, super pretty. And this is my cosmos that I started from seed. It's finally opening up. I think this was the variety Sensation Picotee, and it's so pretty. It has like, I don't know if you can see, a little bit of like pink in there. It's so pretty, and it has a lot more heads coming. This also almost flopped over, and I did secure it with this like wire here. Then I have a few more sunflowers over there as well. I have never been a huge sunflower girl. I have nothing against them, but I guess I wasn't like super into sunflowers. But holy cow, I am now. These Topolino sunflowers, because they're this small variety that puts on this lot of like side shoots, they have blown my mind. They are so pretty, and they're so, I don't know, like the early fall vibe, end of summer, and they're just so like peaceful in the garden, and the pollinators love them. They love them. I had like bumblebees taking a nap in there, and I don't know, they are just really loved in the garden. My rosemary is also doing great. These wild violets clearly are also doing super well. I have more rosemary over there, sweet woodruff, my marigolds, more violets, more sunflowers. I actually did plant a couple of more sunflowers in this bed just recently, like 2 weeks ago, and they're just starting to sprout. So exciting. Hopefully they will like be ready in time, like when fall comes. My thyme is also doing amazing. I'm gonna harvest this soon and like dry it up for winter. Here's the other strawberry variety. This one is just like an early variety. It's not like an ever-bearing variety like this one. But I'm gonna keep this plant anyway because it did have really tasty strawberries. Then this area I have shown you recently. There will be one more hydrangea over there. And like I said in, I think, earlier this vlog, that we will dig up a lot of these raspberries and then replant them with kind of root barrier, so they will not be able to jump into the rest of our garden anymore, because it's really annoying picking these these raspberries up everywhere, pulling them out of the ground. Here are some of my hydrangeas. These ones have opened already. They have gotten a little bit of damage because of the huge winds and stuff, but they're still doing all right. And these I think this was Candy Bell. Yeah, this is so pretty. I love this color. It's just like pastel pink. It's so pretty. In general, I have to say that this landscaping area is one of my favorite areas in the whole garden. Our plum tree is doing amazing. These are soon ready. And I put this lavender here, and the pollinators also love this. And here's our native patch. I didn't have these cranberries last time that I did the vlog, but they are starting to ripen up. And I did want to like plant these cranberries next to the blueberries, because this is kind of like a native patch. This is my blueberry and cranberry patch, and I really love this. Here's another hydrangea. It's not ready to flower yet, but soon. And here is my raised bed. Never mind these leaves, I just cut them this morning. I'm growing currently some chamomile. I have harvested some for tea already. Some dill that I'm letting going to seed. Radishes. These are very like fast variety. They're ready in about 18 days, which is super great. Some red beets. This is part of my like fall planting, but I will probably make a separate video about this. More radishes, and I have sprinkled in carrots and lettuce everywhere here up to over there. I'm growing onions. One zucchini plant I have left in this bed. The other ones I got rid of because I needed like to space this year for my fall garden. Here I put summer onions. And like I said, the carrots are here as well, and lettuce. This cabbage, it's white cabbage. It has seen better days, to be honest. Probably because something is eating it. I haven't found out yet what. Some of these plants are doing alright, but some other ones really have seen better days. But also I feel like the stuff that I put here against the ants is actually helping. I have not seen as many ants yet anymore since the last time. So hopefully it's helping. Another thing that I'm growing in this garden, which is right here. This one. Here as well. And I have it over here as well. It's this super beautiful Swiss chard. It's called magenta because it has this really beautiful red color, and I'm so excited for that. I have never tried Swiss chard, so I'm so excited. Then these cucumber plants are insane. It's a cucumber jungle, but I'm getting tons of cucumber. I have two varieties here. This is Pony H. It's a small variety, like a snack cucumber that I started from seed. And I have this half-long cucumber. They're kind of like this size, or even bigger sometimes. There's probably tons of in here. Yeah. So they're like this. And they're so tasty. I will definitely be growing these again next year. And also very prolific. Then here, the ants are also kind of gone. Here I'm growing more parsley, spinach. That's still growing. I don't know if these sugar snap peas or snow peas are gonna make it because they haven't put on flowers yet, but we'll see. We have about 2.5 months of growing season left maybe, so we'll see if they're gonna make it. Also here my jalapeno plant is producing a lot of flowers. And then over here I have garlic chives. So I have cilantro. I have a lot of like, this bed is super mixed at the moment. There's like everything growing everywhere, just because I needed to get the fall planting in and I didn't have enough space, because some things I'm gonna like be having in this bed until frost comes. And for example, like my honey nut, is growing here. It has put on flowers recently, so yeah, this is what it's looking at the moment. I think I will do another video with specifically where I'm talking specifically about the fall garden, but for now this is what it is. And I'm really happy with how it's looking, even though this bed is kind of like out of order, kind of chaotic, but it's all right because everything is looking not too bad. I did want to go ahead though and pull this nasturtium out because it is kind of smothering my onion, and it has been in here for a really long time. It's kind of big. Oops. I'm gonna put it to the compost. While we're walking to the compost, here's our cherry tree. It has grown quite a bit. It's looking great. I think I will like cut it down to here in the fall and let these stems become like dominant, because I don't want to have it like too high. Then it's really hard to pick the cherries. And this right here is insanity. It's pumpkin patch insanity. Let's first get rid of these nasturtiums. So I'm just throwing them there. I have thrown like one other plant there, and you can see it's actually still growing there. I don't know what's happening, but it can be there. But let's turn to this pumpkin patch. I have these Hokkaido pumpkins growing here, and I have these big orange ones, these Rouge Vive de Thon, is like a French variety growing here, and they are insane. They're like really big. Try to like get there, it's really hard. But they are really big pumpkins, and I'm so excited for when they're ready to harvest. I currently have 5 Hokkaido pumpkins, and I think it was 6 of these French pumpkins, and I'm so excited for when they're ready to harvest. I actually harvested already one Hokkaido pumpkin. If you're following me on Instagram, then you have seen it. But I'll put my Instagram here, so you can see like there are a lot more frequent updates. And yeah, I can't wait for the pumpkin harvest this fall season. I'm so excited for that. We have yarrow growing everywhere in our kind of lawn area. It is definitely a weed in our area, but we just let it grow because it has medicinal properties, and I do pick it sometimes for tea, so it's not that bad. I would rather have this than any other weed. And here is the tomato jungle, truly. There are tons of tomatoes here. The varieties that I'm growing are this Noix de Crimée. This is also a French variety. Let me show you this one. And Maman Bio. They are both meat tomatoes because I love meat tomatoes. I love to put them on like sandwiches and stuff. And I was gonna go ahead and pick these because they are like, I have already harvested from this specific vine here 2 tomatoes, and I let them ripen inside because the rain is going crazy at the moment, and I don't want them to split or anything, but so far they're doing all right. So I'm just gonna let them be there right now until they ripen a little bit more. I have pruned these tomato plants a lot recently, but probably not enough. I should probably do it some more, but they're looking not too bad at the moment. They're looking still quite healthy for what they are. But yeah, this is the tomato jungle, and hopefully we are getting meat tomatoes really soon. I do have 2 small kind of cherry tomatoes here. They have put on fruit as well. This is the variety Daiko. They're also yellow cherry tomatoes. But I have gotten already cherry tomatoes. I have gotten already cherry tomatoes from my other plants that are growing in the pergola. They have been performing amazing. Those are the Venus Gold variety, and I will definitely grow these again next year because they were so good, or they are so good, because we're still getting tomatoes from them. This is how it's looking at the moment. There's so much more to come for this garden. But I am really happy where it's at. I love being out here. It's so good for my mental health and it's so peaceful. And so if you have watched this far, then thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate every single one of you and all of your support. And if you like videos like this, then I highly recommend subscribing, because there's a lot more coming. Or if you like cooking, baking, decorating, DIYs, stuff like this, then please be part of this channel. I would love to have you here, and I hope to see you next time, and I hope you have a cozy Sunday, and bye.